The golden halls of Amalienborg Palace have long whispered the tales of Denmark's royal grandeur, but now, the whispers have turned into roars. Queen Mary of Denmark, often celebrated for her elegance and quiet strength, has made a thunderous return to the public stage, one that is not just symbolic but deeply significant. Her comeback is not merely a personal re-emergence, it is a signal, a calculated move wrapped in grace and diplomacy. And while Queen Mary reclaims her place with serene composure, all eyes have now shifted to King Frederik, because what's coming next might just redefine the Danish monarchy. As we peel back the velvet curtain on recent events, one thing is clear: the Danish royal narrative is evolving. And at the very heart of this evolution stand two figures, Mary and Frederick, caught between tradition, personal trials, and the unrelenting gaze of a nation. It began subtly, Queen Mary appearing at select engagements, her presence commanding but not overwhelming. Her fashion choices, always elegant, were this time laden with symbolism. Soft but firm colors, tailored yet flowing silhouettes, pearls, not diamonds, every detail curated, every gesture a message. Royal experts across Scandinavia agree, Queen Mary's return isn't just a scheduling update. It is a repositioning. For months, the Queen Consort had taken a step back. Whispers abounded. Was it burnout? Was there a fracture within the palace walls? Was King Frederik's solo reign taking a toll? But Mary's dignified silence only added to the intrigue. Now, she reemerges not as a figure in the background, but as a stabilizing force. A queen who waited, watched, and now acts. There is no denying that King Frederik and Queen Mary have faced challenges. The weight of a sudden ascension, public scrutiny, and evolving roles within the monarchy have all placed pressure on the royal couple. But sources close to the palace note something deeper. Queen Mary's absence in early royal events of Frederick's reign was not accidental, it was strategic. Behind the scenes, advisors worked meticulously to determine the future optics of the monarchy. And in this chessboard of appearances and protocol, Queen Mary chose her timing with the precision of a seasoned player. Royal historian Lars Kjeldsen remarked in a recent interview, Mary understood the power of absence. Her return now, after a period of emotional withdrawal, carries more weight than any words ever could. Indeed, it wasn't just that she returned, it's how she returned. And what that return says about her role, her intentions, and what lies ahead for her husband, King Frederik. Her schedule is no longer light. In fact, Queen Mary's itinerary for the next few months rivals that of the king himself. From charity engagements with the Mary Foundation to leading cultural diplomacy abroad, Mary's re-engagement with royal life is full-bodied and intentional. And what's more telling, she's doing it on her own terms. No longer just an appendage to her husband's reign, Queen Mary is carving out her own path of influence. Her recent solo appearance at the United Nations Women's Summit was a masterstroke in soft power diplomacy. Her speech, clear, confident, and deeply personal, reaffirmed her dedication to women's rights, children's welfare, and social justice. In a single appearance, Queen Mary reminded Denmark and the world why she was never just a consort, she was, and remains, a force. While Queen Mary's star rises again, King Frederik faces mounting pressures. His solo engagements early in the reign were, by some accounts, lukewarm. The absence of Mary by his side was noted not just by the press but by the public. Questions loomed. Was the new king ready? Could he lead without Mary's tempering presence? Though King Frederik has long been admired for his jovial demeanor and deep love for his country, his reign began with turbulence. Transitioning from crown prince to monarch is no small task, and it is now increasingly clear that Mary's stabilizing presence was not just complementary, it was essential. Insiders close to the royal court have reported that there have been intense conversations between the couple and their advisors. Queen Mary's return, though calm on the surface, comes after what one source described as a reckoning. Polls conducted by Danish media outlets in the past month show a remarkable surge in Queen Mary's popularity. Her comeback has been described as authentic, moving, and reassuring by the public. For many Danes, she symbolizes stability, integrity, and empathy, traits they wish to see reflected in the monarchy. With rising Republican sentiments across Europe, Queen Mary's strong image may be one of Denmark's greatest assets in preserving royal relevance. King Frederik's approval, while still strong, has faced a slight dip, especially among younger demographics. Analysts note that Mary's reappearance has helped bridge that gap, reinforcing the image of a united front. If Queen Mary is the face of emotional resilience, then King Frederik is the heart of national sentiment. The palace understands this dynamic well. Their public appearances are now being carefully choreographed. Joint visits to charities, warm body language, shared laughter. Every photo, every moment, speaks volumes. And it's working. The narrative being quietly promoted as one of reconciliation, rebirth, and resilience. And at the heart of it is a woman who waited silently, only to return and reset the tempo of the crown. Yet, beneath this carefully curated exterior, there are questions, serious ones. What happens if the royal couple faces another strain? Can Frederick carry the weight of the crown without Mary's influence? Will Mary eventually take on an even larger role, perhaps stepping into a position of co-monarchy or formal leadership in key national initiatives? Political analysts point to Denmark's future constitutional conversations. Could there be reforms that further elevate the Queen's role? Might we witness a transformation of the Danish monarchy into a more egalitarian model, with Mary at the helm of soft diplomacy and Frederick as the constitutional figurehead? For now, the palace remains silent. But Queen Mary's return has stirred something. The country is watching. The world is watching. And most importantly, so is the king. Queen Mary's return is not just a moment, it's a movement. From her humble Tasmanian beginnings to standing on the world stage as Denmark's queen, Mary's journey has always been one of elegance forged in strength. Her latest chapter proves that even within the gold-laced walls of monarchy, resilience reigns. King Frederik, meanwhile, faces the defining test of his reign. Will he adapt, evolve, and embrace the new rhythm Mary brings? Or will the weight of expectation prove too heavy without her full presence? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. In the ever-shifting sands of royalty, Queen Mary has re-established her throne, not just beside her husband, but in the hearts of millions. And as for King Frederik, the path ahead is uncertain, but with Mary by his side again, perhaps the crown has never sat more securely. Now it's over to you, dear viewers. Do you think Queen Mary's return will change the course of King Frederik's reign forever? Or is this just the calm before another royal storm? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royalty news and deep insights from inside Europe's most fascinating palaces. Turn on notifications so you never miss a royal revelation.